Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Tanisha, and I am here to talk about this foolishness that's going on in the world. I don't understand what's going on. I got too much to say about this topic, so let's just get right into it. Y'all know what happened with Jada and the old Aunt Viv, and all I have to say about that is this: Jada Pinkett Smith. Y'all must only know the Smith part and y'all forgot the Pinkett was still there, and y'all don't know Jada Pinkett back when Jada Pinkett was on a different world and she was Lena. They ain't nothing but her Lena coming out. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Go watch the show and then you'll see her militant ass ain't changed. You know, you gotta look beyond TMZ sometimes and dig a little deeper. But she didn't say anything different from what I would expect Jada Pinkett to say. Do I necessarily agree with her all the way? No, because I feel like we shouldn't pull ourselves, we shouldn't segregate ourselves even more to the fact where we need to go and create a whole nother award show. Maybe if we did more in the BET Awards for actors and actresses and people of color that were in films that year who deserve to be recognized, and not just because they were black, but because they were good, and because if we don't recognize them, then they won't get recognized. Um, so in that aspect of it, I agree. Do I think we need to go and get a whole new award show and do? No, 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 no. I don't think that's what she was trying to say. But still, everybody's, well, she just doing that because her husband. No, that's not Jada Pinkett Smith talking. That's Jada Pinkett from Baltimore. That's her talking, and that's all I have to say about her. Now, Aunt Viv, this whole situation, this girl is so salty. I don't know why, after all of these years, you cannot let go of the fact that you were fired from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because you were a bitch. And you're still a bitch, honey. And you prove that every time you open your negative ass mouth to say something negative and piss post salty about this family when they ain't paying you no mind. But yet and still you choose to get on a camera and you always bad mouthing them and bashing them. And it's because of your hatred. It's your own hatred, honey. And the ignorant people that agree with what you said, let me tell you this. You don't know what those people do. You don't know what those people do. It's just like how black people always say what Oprah didn't do. You don't know what Oprah did. Because you know why? She didn't do it to blast it out to the world or to prove to you her blackness. I know I've seen pictures of them when Trayvon Martin got shot and them being involved and things like that. But you have to dig deeper than just TMZ and Twitter and these celebrities that do these things and they tweet it out to the whole world or put it on Instagram. Everybody is not like that. You don't have to see the good that everybody does. You know, Jada, I know her big cause and big thing is the sex trafficking thing. That's huge. Those are our girls, the this color girls who are getting sold into sex trafficking at young ages. If that's not being involved in something, I don't know what else is. Do you mean to tell me that's not as important? Young black women, young black girls, or young women, period. I don't care if they white, black, orange, or blue. Young women in this country of America are sex slaves. Are you kidding me? That could be your child. That could be your daughter. Yeah, we got black men out here being shot on the street too. But that doesn't mean that takes away from what they're involved in with the sex trafficking situation. And it doesn't mean that they're, just because that's the thing that you may see all the time, doesn't mean that they're not involved in other things. They just might not be the kind of people that have to blast it out to the world. Jay-Z and Beyonce are the same way. You gotta dig. You gotta dig a little deeper to see the things that they do because they're not blasting it out. If it get out, it's because somebody else did it. Not because they did it, because their hearts are not, they're not doing it in their hearts for the publicity or to make themselves look good. They're doing it because they care. And if they were bad people, it'll come out. It'll come out. But what you don't need to do on Viv is every time the Smith name is in the news, for whatever reason, we don't need a video of you jumping on the coattails, getting your 2 minutes of fame, making your few little $100 off of your YouTube video, blasting the Smith family. The nicest family and the nicest guy in Hollywood. I don't believe nothing she say. Don't come for Will. Stay in your lane, stay in your kitchen, cook your rice and your beans and shit, and put your moo on and slide your bunny slippers across the floor and go watch some old Fresh Prince reruns. Cause baby, ain't nobody trying to hear what you got to say. Anyway, now what prompted me to make this entire video is this whole Stacey Dash situation. Now yesterday, this heifer got her ignorant ass on Fox News. And Fox News, okay? Not CNN, not BET, not HLN, no. Fox News, okay? And said that we have to make up our minds. We either want inclusion or we want segregation. If we want inclusion, then we, black people, have to get rid of BET. We have to get rid of Black History Month, the Image Awards, and things like that. Because we're America. It's not just black. You just can't win an award because you black. You know. And those are the only time you can win an award on those shows and in those places. It's because you black. And we don't need that. Because this is America, period. And our president, he gets his campaign funds, 70% of his campaign funds come from white liberals. So that must mean that white people ain't racist. We got a black president. So all these issues, I don't know what Jada talking about. But she's stupid because it ain't no issue. That's what she was saying. So you people, what pisses me off is the people that say they agree with her. If you agree with anything that Stacey Dash said in the context, on the platform where she said it, then you're just as ignorant and lost as she is. I'm going to tell you why. And you might not like, I could go crazy in the comments. I don't care. But listen to me. This girl was on Fox News. Tell you a little bit about Fox News. Fox News, aka Rupert Murdoch, one of the biggest contributors to the Republican Party. So basically, this is the Republican news station, yeah. But they get ignorant people like Stacey Dash, who hates herself, or not even that she hates herself, but she sold herself to the highest bidder. And she want that check. She got to keep that lifestyle, baby. She got to keep that Botox in that skin. And y'all see that nice glow her skin always having, baby. She got to keep that collagen going. That costs money. So she sold herself and she sold out her people for a paycheck from Fox News. I don't think that lady is that ignorant. And if she is, God bless her. We just gonna pray for her right now because I can't deal. But listen, in the context that she said these things, she was not saying this as in one day, hopefully, we will all be able to come together to the point to where we don't need BET and we won't need to have a Black History Month because all of our histories will be inclusive together and that people of color and minorities and women, we will all be recognized equally For all of the things and activities and cultures, all of our cultures will be recognized for the great things that we all do collectively. So that we don't have to recognize our cultures individually because we are all Americans. Do you see what I just did? It's the context. That was not the context in which she had this conversation. Her context was, you black people always talking about how y'all want somebody to include y'all, but y'all go off and y'all do your own thing. You can't go off and do your own thing and be a part of the group too. That's the whole point. The whole point is either you are going to kick down the door and force yourself to be included, and even at the same time, you still have to have avenues to promote your culture and to recognize the people in your culture who are doing the same thing that the majority is doing, but they're not being recognized for. So until we are there, don't say we black people need to get rid of it. No, we don't. I don't think black people need to get rid of BET. I don't think Hispanic people need to get rid of Telemundo. I don't think Asians need to get rid of their local channels that they have going on. I don't think that CMT, Country Music Station, which is basically WET, I don't even think, let them have their channel. Let them have their thing. Because you know what? If you're the minority, then you're going to have to recognize yourself until the majority catches up with everybody else. But we don't live in a utopian society. Maybe our children's children will live in a world where we don't have to have all these separate award shows and separate groups because everybody is recognized equally. But how can we be recognized equally when the group that is making the decision is not the picture of what America is? How can we be equal if the studios won't greenlight African American films? Yeah, we have to do it on our own. And yes, there are people out there who are making strides. But when you sit and you listen to Ice Cube talk about how hard it is for him to get a movie greenlit by a studio, Ice Cube, whose movies have grossed all of this money worldwide, and this man who has had like 6 #1 movies for all the movies that he has released in the past 10 years, he can't get a movie greenlit? Something is wrong. Something is wrong. They don't see us. We're not equal. We're not there yet. So we do need BET. And as much as I hate that all of our illustrious history is put into the shortest month of the year, we need that. Because here in Texas, where I am, they are even pulling segregation and slavery out of the textbooks. They're pulling it out. They're not even teaching that, period. So yes, we do need Black History Month. Until society is ready to say, yes, we are all Americans. When the majority can take their hands off of history, when the majority can take their hands off of network television, and then we start seeing ourselves, then yes, we need those things. But until then, you just got to deal with it, Stacey Dash. But here's my thing. Stacey Dash, as an African-American woman who was on BET, like, I know y'all seen that Roland Martin video by now, where he just basically showed how much of a hypocrite she is. You are a hypocrite. You get on Fox News and you down talk the very avenues that was writing you checks and afforded you opportunities that you would not have had as an African American actress. You would not have had these opportunities if it were not for a BET. All these magazine covers you were on. You were on King. You were on Pride. You was on Pride magazine. And you gonna sit here and talk about get rid of the black stuff? Because if we either need to be inclusive or go back to segregation, why does it have to be that extreme? Why would you down talk the same avenues that opened up doors for you and try to close those doors for the young African American women who are coming through the door behind you? It's not time to close those doors yet. Maybe when the world gets to that place, Stacey Dash, but you didn't even mean it like that. You had so much hatred and so much anger in your voice when you said that. You weren't saying that to uplift us. You were saying that to down us. You were saying that to beat up on us, including you, because like it or not, you're black. Yeah, your light skin did a little bit slightly because you're not really red. You just a little light skinned, and maybe your hair color make you look a little bit lighter, but you kind of reddish, But you still not in that group. They pay you to come on there and to be a clown and to clown your own people. But at the end of the day, they're not going to invite you to run the network. They ain't going to give you, especially as a woman too, and a black woman. Are you kidding me? They do the poor white women on there wrong. They can't wear what they want to wear. They damn sure can't say what they want to say. They got to wear their hair the way these people tell them to wear they have. Are you kidding me? And you as a woman keep going on there talking about ain't no such thing as women being paid less than men. Ain't no such thing as racism is over, it's done. Black people need to stop complaining about this and complaining about that. And black people need to stop complaining about not being included in this stuff. You don't just win an award just because you black. Ain't nobody said just be nominated just because you're black. But there is an issue when out of all of the people in the industry, you can count on one hand how many people of color are involved in this year's Oscar. Something is wrong with that. And it's not just that BET, because first of all, BET is now owned by Viacom, which is Caucasian. Okay? But BET is not just about black people. BET, you have Caucasian actors on BET shows. You have Caucasian people who are in R&B, who are in hip hop, who are a part of this culture, who win awards. And you know what? When they win awards, they don't even show up. They ain't even there. I love Justin Timberlake. I love me some Justin Timberlake. I ain't never seen him in no BET Awards, but he always get nominated. And he always win. He never showed up to perform, but he'll be at the Grammys. So don't feel too threatened by the BET Awards, because the majority don't care. It's not for them though. It's for us. For us, by us. Even though the white people own it now, even though Bob sold it, it's still ours. And you can't take that away from us until it is time. And right now ain't the time. Y'all can't be, people that agree with her, y'all can't be, y'all not that separated. You can't be that separated. We don't live in utopia. I'm sorry. And we're not close to it. So yes, I do like to turn on the TV, and I do like to see shows about African American women who are in corporate America, who go through things that I go through, that I'm not gonna see when I turn on I can't say ABC no more, baby, because Shonda Rhimes got ABC on lock. Okay? But I can't turn on NBC, and I'm not gonna see that on those type of TV shows. I'm not gonna see that on those type of networks. But I can turn to BET and watch Being Mary Jane. But That's the thing. It's just about trading stories. These are our stories. And if our stories aren't being told by the 93% white people, 70% male that are make up the voters of the academy, if they don't get our stories, then that's fine. They don't get our stories. But we don't need to be included in their ceremonies either. We don't want it to be. So boycott, I don't have to boycott. I won't be watching because I don't have a reason to watch. Although I do hope Leonardo wins. I hope Leo wins. I haven't even seen The Revenant yet. I love Leonardo DiCaprio and I really, really hope he wins. I think he should have been won a long time ago. I'm tired of him getting nominated and never wins. It's ridiculous. It's time for him to win. That's the only thing I got to say. So the next day when they bring out the list, if I hear he won, I'll be happy. But all the rest of that, I hope Chris Rock hosts. I don't want Chris Rock to not host. I hope he hosts because he's gonna be the perfect. He ain't gonna let their asses. He ain't gonna ease up on their ass. He gonna be on them. He gonna do exactly what we need somebody there to do. So Chris Rock, I hope you host. Everybody else, turn your TVs off. Don't watch that shit. Right on. Power to the people. Stacey Dash, girl. Look in your mirror, baby, or go bleach your skin, baby. I know you hate looking in the mirror, baby, but you might as well just go bleach it and just get it over with, so honey, because I'm sorry, but you black. You black. You better come up with vitiligo or something, girl. Make up something, girl. Go ahead and bleach your skin, baby. But let me get off here for real, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Deuces.